What we're doing with this particular project is engaging with all the dairy farmers in the Agnes River catchment, and we'll be working with them to understand how they're managing their effluent and to reduce the impact on our local waterways. The Agnes River flows into Corner Inlet, which is a Ramsar listed wetland, and we undertake programs throughout all those catchment areas to improve the water quality and reduce the impacts on the water quality. One of the major land uses in Corner Inlet is dairy farming, and in particular managing effluent that can have an impact on our waterways. So what we're doing is we're working closely with the dairy farmers to understand how better to manage that effluent so that they can get the benefits of reusing some of the nutrients in that effluent, but also reducing the impact on our waterways. So some of the things that we'll be undertaking through this project is initially we'll work with all the individual dairy farmers to undertake the development of soil and effluent management plans, which will help inform priority actions that the dairy farmers can undertake on their property. What we'll also do though, before we implement some of those actions with the dairy farmers, is we'll share some of those learnings amongst the dairy farmers themselves so that they can learn from one another. Some of the actions that they're likely to undertake is to reuse some of the effluent in their ponds on their pastures to help their grass grow, to reduce the need for other types of fertilisers. So it's a win-win. They'll also design better effluent management systems so that reducing leakage and overflow into our waterways. The project itself, even though it's on individual dairy farms, we're targeting the whole catchment. And the catchment, the Agnes River catchment, where we're focusing our efforts, is part of that broader Corner Inlet catchment area. The Corner Inlet Nyurumunga catchment area is a designated Ramsar listed wetland, which means that it's got significant environmental, cultural and ecological values that are recognised internationally. So it has particular protections and conventions that need to be managed to protect those values. The Agnes is a particular focus for the West Gippsland Catchment Management Authority over the next few years, but also long term. And the reason for that is because not only is it an important catchment area within Corner Inlet, we're undertaking a whole range of different actions in that catchment. Apart from the effluent management program, we're also aiming to fence off and revegetate 100% of the Agnes waterway. And we've done significant amounts of work to date. So in the next 5 years, we should be able to achieve 100% protection of that waterway through our riparian program. But it also complements other programs in the Corner Inlet area, such as our salt marsh protection program and our Spartina control program in the inlet itself. So there's a real integrated catchment management approach to the work that we're undertaking in the Agnes, and the effluent management program is just one component of that work in that area.